EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. McCaffrey on the carry. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Gain of 15. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals, nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
At the 37-yard line.
Busts through the tackle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
25-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, he's going to air one out for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Cardinals 3.
Play action. Now it's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll run with Cook. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Murray now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Finds the open target, Arnold.
Rodgers pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a Panther 1st down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The This trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own 40-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Phillip Lindsay taking it in. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Oh, this is blocked. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold.
Rodgers pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook, a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Cook. 47 yards. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to to fourth down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Marr on for the field goal.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 7, Murray eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he finds Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the ground, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it again with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard
from the gun. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And the fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively. So through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, 52 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball,
The manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals 33. Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their backs really against the wall now. We knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flush. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may do it for this NFC title game. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.